All right, guys, welcome back. Sorry, I know I've been gone for a minute. I've been really busy trying to make this this new steering wheel work on the new Chrysler 300Cs. I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of messages on the ones that have ordered this car, which we are in right now. This is a new 300C. Although to me, I think it's a fail. I personally ordered one of these cars, and when it came in, I never picked it up because it's a scat pack. I could build one of these for half the cost. So anyways, a customer bought this over to me. It's brand new, has 60 or 70 miles on here. 70 miles, not 70,000. So I've been working on, this is his old steering wheel. This is his old airbag. And as you can see, it's really standard, really basic. They should have done this from the factory, but I already took it apart. It's a T10. If you guys haven't watched the video on how to remove this, I do have a whole video on doing that. T10, you take that off, make sure you disconnect your airbag, pop off your two clock spring connectors for the airbag. Then you have two connectors over here. That one is the main one. And this little one goes in here, and I think that one is for the cruise control. So once you get that off, it slides right out. See this over here? Let's the camera focus. That slide will only go in one way. So if you're installing your steering wheel and you feel like it's not into that, you're gonna cross thread it and then you have some really big issues. So make sure it slides right in there. I'm gonna try my best to do this with one hand. I forgot my GoPro in the garage, so we're gonna try this with one hand. This here is something that I designed, not the steering wheel itself. The steering wheel is off Scat Pack, I think Challenger. They have a flat bottom, so it looks like an SRT one. You could pay some more money and I could upgrade the paddle shifters to the Hellcat ones, which are a little bit bigger, but the old ones look the same, so we're gonna keep that the way it is. On the other side, these also come with adaptive cruise control, so I took off the switch. I had to wire it up so the adaptive control buttons work. The switch that comes on the factory steering wheel doesn't look like that, so I had to swap it over. I had to get the wiring done. All this stuff over here is custom, so I installed my own little plug-in here. That's a 4-prong instead of a 2, which comes on the standard steering wheel. And I've been selling these like cakes, man. I think I'm already sold out of them. I got to double check my inventory, but I probably have 2 more of the steering wheels. These fit on the 300s, the Chargers. I'm trying to see if it'll fit on the Jeep. I don't want to experiment on that one. That one's brand new. But I'm trying to see if I can make this work on the Jeep, and then you can install a light-up airbag. So the whole purpose of this is if you install this steering wheel, which of course looks a lot better than the standard one that comes on the car. This one looks more sportier. You can install the SRT light-up airbag. I do have these in multiple colors. This one is red, and that's what the customer wanted. But I have red, white, I have blue, orange, yellow's coming soon. I have green, and I've been just really busy. That's why I've been gone for a minute, because I've been getting a lot of orders on this stuff, and I've been trying to keep up. So I can't really do both at the same time and film and record. So we're gonna install this. I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to do, and then we'll get a quick drive in this thing. I haven't driven one of these yet, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so here's your first step. So the wiring for the clock spring will slide on this side, right under this connector. You have a little space over there, that's why you slide them through. And then you'll plug in your wiring. So this over here, again, everything is plug and play. You don't have to wire anything. You don't have to splice no wires. Plug that in. And then the other side, just make sure it's routed right. So this one will go under, and you'll plug it into there. Make sure you hear that snap. This one over here will be for the airbag. Well, this is going to be horn in the airbag, and these are for the clock spring. So we'll install that, and then plug in the wires for the, plug in the cables for the battery, and then I'll show you guys how it looks. I also forgot to mention the screw. So this is, again, I think is a T10, or not a T10, it's an Allen key 10. Make sure you do this by hand. You don't want to cross thread this. Get a couple threads on there. And I like to use an impact, just slightly tap it in there. You don't have to go crazy with it. And then you'll install this airbag. Now the airbag has these 2 locks. Sometimes when I ship these out, the locks are engaged. They'll be right here. All you have to do is take a flathead screwdriver and pop them off so they're unlocked. And then you'll plug in this wire, which is this. You'll plug that in there. And then these 2, you can't get them wrong. They're yellow and blue. Plug those in and make sure you lock it. That's what activates it. So once you plug them in, you got to push this down. So we'll do that, and then once you're pressing the airbag in, just make sure there's no wires that are in the way that are going to be interfering with it. So let me go get my tool real quick. We'll tighten that up, and then we'll install the airbag. All right, so here's the one I'm working with, a small extension with a 10 mil. Let the camera focus. Put it on there. have to go crazy with it. It's tight enough. Now again, plug in these two, plug in this one, and we'll install the airbag. All right, so once you install it, you'll hear the clips engage on each side to let you know that the airbag's installed correctly. This one has only 72 miles. Make sure to reinstall your battery cables, tighten those down. And let's go ahead and start it up. As you can see, no lights on the dash if you do this the right way. All the controls work. Go back, put that on speed. Okay. On this side, this is the most important part because this was a struggle that I was having. Trying to make the adaptive cruise work, and it does. Just hit that. ACC, you can control the distance with that. Shut it off, turn it on. Cruise control. And then for your shifters, as you can see right now, it's in D. If you press that, it'll go 1. Press that, go 2. Downshift, 1. And then hold it, go back and drive. But everything works like plug and play. And then the heated steering wheel. This is how you tell if the heated wheel is working. If you turn it on and then it shuts itself back off, that means there's some kind of fault in the steering wheel. As you can see, that one stays on. So what we're gonna do now is leave it running for a second. I'm gonna take the cars out the driveway and then we'll go on the first drive. I haven't really driven one of these, and then get it delivered to the customer. All right, so first drive in the new 300C. I can already tell it drives a lot different than the Scat Packs. Like the shift response, it's probably tune related. The exhaust sounds pretty good too. And it always wants to rain once I start driving. But yeah, check it out. Wheel looks so much better now. Let's see if you see it. Let's see how it sounds with the downshifts. Yeah, nothing crazy. Like I said, I was gonna get one of these. I ordered a red one, the Octane Red with the black interior. I think you can only choose a color on these because they're already built to spec. But I went there, checked it out, and then I just got totally not interested in it. I just left it, and I think somebody else picked it up. But if they made these, and a lot of people can agree on this, if they made this into a Hellcat version, they would have sold out a lot quicker. This car would have held way more value, and that's what everybody wanted. Well, you kind of see that in the dark. But it's not bad for what it is, and especially for the price. I think these things were like 55 grand. I like how they kind of cheaped out, because on the older SRTs, the carbon fiber was ran all the way across on the dash, on the doors, on this part over here. On this one, they just put it on the AC controls and on the bezel. Still better than nothing, but they could have done a way better job. The interior, the only thing that I can see that's different is the seats. They just put the C badge in there, the logo, and these are Hellcat seats. The way they look and feel, they are heated and cooled. Heated and cooled. You also got the heated steering wheel. We already talked about that. But other than that, it's nothing crazy. You do got your sport pages, performance pages. It does not have the suede roof. It does have the panoramic though. I don't think they gave you even an option. Like I was flying. They didn't give you the option to get red seat belts or anything. They made it where it's already built, just pick your color, and I didn't really like that. But yeah, you got performance pages, and I think the only thing you can pick on here is track, which basically changes the transmission shifts. I mean, don't get me wrong, it feels pretty good. It's just not something that I would get, because I could build one of these for half the cost, and I could put the rest of the money into it and make it a lot faster. Well, that's pretty much it. This is how it's gonna look if you end up buying one of these steering wheels. Like I said, I'm still working on trying to make this work on the Jeeps, and I'm pretty sure it would work because the airbag fits. I just want to make sure the steering wheel fits, and I can make the adaptive cruise working on there too. So once I get a hold of a Jeep SRT or a Trackhawk, I'll start experimenting with one of those. But I'm gonna pull over somewhere nice, take some nice pictures, and then we'll leave. And on the way back to the house, I'll tell you guys the plans in the near future. All right, try to get some shots. I'm gonna wipe off this water. But yeah, it came out pretty good. So the next thing on the channel that I'm gonna be working towards too is getting that new Jeep together. So I know I've been talking about it for a while. I did a video on it showing the comparison between the old one and the new one. And I already answered this on the past few videos. The only reason why I haven't started yet is because it's hard to find a donor Trackhawk that is worth stripping and not fixing and flipping it to make some money. But there are a few coming up next week that are in my liking to that. So there's a rollover one that's a 21. There's a 19 that is pretty bad, that's not fixable. So if I could get my hand on a Trackhawk that I can strip, then most definitely I'm starting that new build. And I think that's where it's gonna take him to the next level. I've been doing this Chrysler stuff and these swaps for a very long time, so it's kind of dying out. I think if I could start that new Jeep project, that thing will blow up and it'll do real good. I was actually starting at one point to try to find a kit, like a Trackhawk kit with the axles, transfer case and everything, and putting it in a 300. So I'll swap a 300, turn it into a Hellcat or Red Eye, and then making that all-wheel drive, and I thought that would do pretty good too. So I'm still in debate. It's just whatever comes first is what we're gonna do. This one swings pretty good. All right, made it back. Whatever tires are on this car are terrible. Yeah, I was barely hitting the gas pedal, and this thing was going sideways. Put that down. You can kind of see it more now because it's gonna darker out. Looks real nice. I personally would have done blue. Blue would have matched the cluster, but then it wouldn't have matched the calipers. But overall, looks really good. Still got the Jeep. I haven't started this thing in a minute. Ever since I got it, and I put it in here. Brand spanking new. I've been getting a lot of emails on people trying to buy this. I'm not ready to sell it yet. I do want to hold on to it. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I get a price that I can't refuse, then it's going. But for now, it's staying right here. I think the longer that I hold on to it, the more money it's going to be worth. Everything's still in plastic, man. This stuff, I think, the car. But even the original formats are still back there. This thing's crazy. But yeah, for now, I'm holding on to it. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned. I know I've been slacking on this stuff because, like I said, I got an online store that I take care of, so I can't do both at once. It's kind of hard. A lot of YouTubers just do YouTube, so they're strictly focusing on that, but I have other things going on in the background. So appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. If you haven't checked out the website yet, make sure to go on there. I sell a lot of Mopar stuff. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the new steering wheel on the new 300Cs. I personally think that this should have been an option from the factory instead of having this ugly thing on there. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you back on the next one.